GB's here of Into the Squared Circle podcast, and welcome to a special YouTube edition of Into the Squared Circle podcast. Why is that? Well, I will have two previews and predictions, not reviews, previews and prediction. Well, for what, G? Well, very simple. AEW All Out and WWE Payback. Going down to this weekend, September 2nd and 3rd. You can find a WWE Payback on the Peacock Network, unless you're planning on being there. Where's it happening at? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So if you live out there, maybe you have a chance to go check it out live. Or you're going to be like me and be in Chicago at the United Center for All Elite Wrestling All Out this coming Sunday. Hopefully, I will see you there. But all that's going to be right here on this YouTube special podcast video, because it is a podcast which is available on all major podcasting outlets like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and more. Come on, my friends. There's extra content that's not featured on this video, so go check it out. Hit the like and hit the subscribe, and subscribe right here. I got your attention. Hit the subscribe, right? I like that. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Let's talk about my predictions and previews, and let's see if my predictions are right, just like yours, the fine viewers watching this content. So welcome to the Into the Squared Circle podcast YouTube edition. All right, my friends, let's talk about WWE Payback, going down this coming Saturday, September 2nd, 2023, at the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's right, my friends, in Steel City. This coming Saturday. Right now, there are six matches total going down this Saturday on the Peacock Network, of course, if you can't be there live. Let's talk about it. 6 matches total. All right, so I got the first match here. A steel cage match between Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. So I hope this rivalry ends. My personal opinion. Again, if you have any predictions, maybe your predictions are wrong, maybe your predictions are right. Do you have a different opinions? Shout out right here on YouTube in the comment section. If you're listening right here on the podcast, Into the Squared Circle podcast on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Let me know what your favorite matches you're looking forward to this Saturday on the Peacock Network, unless you're going to be there live. Okay, so Becky Lynch versus Trish. Oh, man. You know what? I'm looking forward to Becky Lynch, even the score, get her vengeance. Gotta say that word right. Get the payback. The whole purpose of the pay-per-view, which is called Payback. It's time for Becky Lynch to get payback on Trish. And hopefully, maybe put Trish back on the shelf and enjoy her post-WWE life and retirement. We will see. Maybe Trish got a little bit more left in her. But in the meantime, I would love to see Becky Lynch defeat Trish Stratus in a steel cage. Question is, will Zoe Stark get involved? We'll have to wait and see. But in the meantime, Becky Lynch, that's going to be my pick. All right, the singles match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Seth freaking Rollins versus the artist known Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, who's going to walk out as a winner? Will Seth Rollins retain the World Heavyweight Championship? Or could Shinsuke Nakamura win the title? Decisions. Who will win? Who will retain? Who will become a new champion and walk out Pittsburgh with a P with their champion in the air? Who's going to win? I'm going to ask you, the fine viewers at home and listeners, who will win? Shinsuke or Seth freaking Rollins? Great answer, because I can't hear you. But if I had to pick one, I'm going to pick Seth freaking Rollins to retain. Now is the time to drop the title? I don't think so. You got Survivor Series in a couple months. Royal Rumble's a couple months away, right? The beginning of 2024. Keep the title around Seth. Again, long story booking here, folks. Who could Seth go after? Pick it up with Cody Rhodes. I think they were teasing something here. They could lead to something after Payback. I could be wrong. Maybe Shinsuke will win, but my best bet in my heart, not my gut, in my heart, that Seth Rollins will retain the world champion. So that's my predictions. FYI, my WWE, my AEW All-In predictions and preview, I was 9-2. Keep that in mind. I'm rubbing it in, folks. So, all right. So what's next? Singles match for the World Women's Championship. The current champion, Rhea Ripley, versus Raquel Rodriguez. So, it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a hell of a match. I guarantee you that this is going to be a hell of a women's match. Hell, they might steal the night. We'll have to wait and see on that. But could Rhea Ripley retain the women's champion? Think about that. Could she retain? Or can Raquel Rodriguez shock the world? Have the biggest winning career match of her year. Does that make sense? She can have the biggest win of her career. Now that makes sense. That could be possible. Raquel Rodriguez, she is women's champion material. She has the looks, she has the body, she can talk, and she could definitely wrestle. Now you put all those ingredients in one pot. That's championship material. But is she ready right now at this very moment? Think about that. Is Raquel Rodriguez ready at this moment? That's a question I need to ask myself. And I see Rhea having the championship around her waist for a little bit longer. Raquel, oh man, she is this close. But I don't think Payback could be it. I could be wrong. They might give her the strap, the title belt this Saturday. I could be surprised. But something tells me Rhea's going to walk out and retain. I'm going to make that my pick. All right, the singles match for the WWE United States Champion, A-Town Austin Theory versus the GOAT, the legend, Rey Mysterio. So, question is, will Rey Mysterio retain the title? Or could Austin Theory defeat Rey Mysterio? That's possible. That could be a huge upset on the show, by the way. Who could get involved in this match? That's a great question. Who could be involved in this match? And my best bet, again, as a fan, I want to see Rey Mysterio retain. But something tells me that Austin Theory's going to win the title. And there could be a nice little feud between him and Rey. Maybe lead up to a Survivor Series. I could be wrong. But I could feel Austin Theory winning the title. So that's going to be my pick. Again, maybe your opinions are different than mine. Into the Squared Circle podcast on Facebook, X, right here on YouTube. Drop it in the comment section and Instagram. All right, the singles match. This is going to be a hell of a match. This match, I'm looking forward to watching. L.A. Knight. Yeah. Versus The Miz. This match will be phenomenal. Okay? This match will be absolutely phenomenal. And man, oh man, I cannot wait for this match. The real question is, who will win? I'm going to go for my boy, the underdog, Mr. L.A. Knight. Fans' favorite, my favorite. They're going to put on a hell of a spectacle, a hell of a match. And, shit, man, this is going to be tough to say. But I'm going to pick L.A. Knight to win this match. Again, there's no champions on the line. There's no contracts. There's no number one contenders. This is a one-on-one singles bragging rights match. The Miz is going to prove and show the whole world that L.A. Knight is a wannabe 90s Stone Cold, we call those con wrestlers, dress-up play wrestler. And L.A. Knight is trying to prove to the whole world that he is one of the best damn upcoming rising star, fans' favorite in the WWE. So I'm going to pick L.A. Knight. Yeah. Okay, last match. A Steel City street fight for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, the current champion, versus the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest. There's something into this. And this could lead to some kind of dysfunctional relationship between Finn and Damian, potentially. And this could play a role. But do you see Kevin and Sami dropping the titles at Payback? They've been champions for a while. Since they won the titles in April. Do you think they will drop the titles at Payback? I don't think so. Not yet. I could see some kind of dysfunctional issues between Finn and Damian. And in a tag team match, of course. I'd be surprised if they did win. I'd be really surprised if they won. But I'm going to go for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That's going to be my pick. And by the way, this match will be a Steel City street fight for the champions. Steel City street fight. They might slap around, pull some ears. I think that's about it. Just like that Terry Funk hardcore champion match, the hardcore match on SmackDown. And only thing hardcore-wise was putting somebody through a table. I'm not disrespecting it, okay? I'm glad they honored Terry Funk. And rest in peace, Terry. We love you. And but you really think it's going to be a street fight? I don't know. But nonetheless, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, that's going to be my pick. And there you go, folks. All 6 matches, my previews and predictions for WWE Backlash. And there we go. Yeah, well, I'll put it on social media as well, so you know I'm not cheating. I'm not going to put a whiteout around a circle. I'm not going to cheat. So, there we go, folks. Let's see if my predictions are right or wrong. And again, you the viewers on YouTube, you the listeners on podcasting land, if your predictions, let me hear it. Let's see if it matches up mine. Maybe yours is different. What matches are you looking forward to this coming Saturday on the Peacock Network? Into the Squared Circle Podcast on Facebook, X, Instagram, and right here on YouTube. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll talk about my predictions and previews on AEW All Out, which will be on pay-per-view this coming Sunday right here on Into the Squared Circle Podcast. Talk about All Elite Wrestling All Out 2023. Oh, man. So I'm going to ask you, the fine listeners and viewers on YouTube, are you excited for All Elite Wrestling All Out this coming Sunday on pay-per-view? Or will you buy the damn pay-per-view? Or attend it? Oh, man. This is giving me some flashbacks. This is giving me flashbacks back when All Elite Wrestling had the first Forbidden Door at the United Center. Was it last year? Yeah. And, brutal. A lot of people were injured. A lot of people were suspended. A lot of people this and that. Well, the same thing applies for All Out of 2023. Seemed like when they get to Chicago, they decide that people want to punch people and get sick and not show up. And here we are, folks. Oh, man, this card is... Ooh. Yeah, you know what? It's going to be a good card. They're going to put on a hell of a show. But on paper, as a casual fan, I think people are going to look at it like, what the fuck is this? I'm not paying $50 for this. Fuck that. I'm going to the movies. So, look, I don't blame them. But again, a hardcore wrestling fan that I am, I bought my tickets a long time ago. So I will be there at the United Center, All Out, this coming Sunday. So if you're going to be there, if you see me walking around being a creep, stop me and say, hey, you mother, how's it going? That's it. Just go have a beer, have a shot, watching pro wrestling. Sounds like a plan, right? So, there's 9 matches total. We got Rampage coming up this coming Friday, and a Collision this coming Saturday. So they might have more matches. I know they were teasing a strap match between Ricky Starks and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Oh, man. By the way, this past Wednesday at Dynamite, oh, man. It was rough. It was rough to watch. A hardcore AEW fan here. This past Wednesday of Dynamite was rough to watch. And I can understand why. Again, the CM Punk, Jungle Boy Jack Perry suspended. You got a handful of wrestlers and women wrestlers sick from being in London. Maybe COVID. We don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but I guess it was discussed they were sick. We got a handful of people probably went to the Bray Wyatt's funeral or wake. And I know Kenny Omega was stuck in Florida due to the hurricane. So there was a lot of stuff being factored that made Dynamite a little rough. My understanding, a lot of things were threw in last minute, as typical as a wrestling promoter. WWE is no stranger to throwing and changing things last minute, right? So shit happens. It's life. But out of Dynamite, we got All Out. And we got 9 interesting matches. Some make sense. Some, I guess I'm looking forward to watching. So let's dig into it and see what's going on. As I mentioned, 9 matches. So the first one right here on the list I have here, Luchasaurus will put his TNT champion on the line against Darby Allin. So the question is, will Darby Allin win the title and defeat the dinosaur, Luchasaurus? Or could Luchasaurus retain with the help of Christian Cage? So, this could be an interesting match. I'm kind of curious to see how this will be laid out. I think Darby Allin's going to put on a hell of a fight. He's going to do everything, every strength, muscle, and bone in his body to get this title back around his waist. And that would be a huge, huge win for Darby in Chicago. And I would love to see Darby win. But could the big bad Luchasaurus retain? Could Christian Cage get involved? Maybe AR Fox will come out and help out. We don't know. We don't know. We know AR Fox got double crossed by Swerve Strickland and his Goonies. Could AR Fox come out and swerve the crowd and help out Christian Cage? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see, but something tells me Luchasaurus might retain. And I'm going to pick Luchasaurus. Could be an interesting one. I could be surprised. I could be wrong. Maybe Darby Allin will win the title. But I'm going to pick Luchasaurus to retain the TNT champion. All right. Wow. This is going to be it's going to be a slobber knocker. Slabs of meat. Singles match here. No titles, no contracts, no number 1 contenders. Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs. 2 big slab of meats collide in the middle of the ring. Wow. It's going to be a hell of a match. It's going to be a powerhouse. No pun intended. no pun intended, a powerhouse. Two big guys colliding. Will it be a Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar? I hope not. Maybe we're gonna be surprised. We might get some cool moves from these two big guys. Powerhouse Hobbs, he does great in the ring. He can move. He has the size. He has the look. He's a badass. Same thing with Miro and his gimmick. Both guys can move. They can do extraordinary things that not every big guy can do. And this could be a fun match. See, I can't speak because this match is so fucking good. And who's going to win? I think Miro. The Miro, and I think he don't have God no more. I think he have his wife. So maybe she will show up. But I think Miro's going to win. It's going to be a hell of a match. Maybe a no contest. Disqualification. We don't know. But I'm going to pick Miro if someone's going to have to win. Okay. A singles match. Kenny Omega versus Konosuke Takeshita with Don Callis. Will Kenny Omega get his big revenge on Takeshita after being rolled up and pinned at All In at Wembley Stadium, stealing his thunder in front of 80,000 people plus in London at Wembley Stadium? Or could Takeshita sneak in another win at All Out? That would be impressive for Takeshita. Not only beat Kenny Omega at All In, but could he do it at All Out twice in a row? That would be impressive for Takeshita. But I see Kenny Omega walking out as a winner. So Kenny Omega could be a winner. So I'm going to pick Omega in this match. All right. The singles match for the AEW International Champion, Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley. Yeah. The Boogeyman. So could Jon Moxley win the International Champion? Or could Orange Cassidy walk out victoriously and retain the International Champion? This could be a hell of a match. Question is, who will bleed first? You know Jon Moxley's going to bleed first. Guy fucking bleeds in the bathroom. But, dude, I don't know, man. I think Orange might retain. He's going to put on a fight. He's going to put on a hell of a match. I mean, I'm not the biggest Orange Cassidy fan on the planet, and I know biggest is not a word, but I'm not a huge Orange Cassidy fan. But, you know what? You know, kudos to him, and hope he put on a great match against Jon Moxley. So, I think Orange might retain. So that's going to be my pick. Okay, a singles match for the AEW TBS champion. The current champion, Chris Statlander, versus Ruby Soho. So, I think Chris Statlander will retain. I think there's going to be issues with the Outcasts coming out and interfering with Ruby, because we know there's some issues going on within the Outcasts between Ruby, Toni Storm, and Saraya. Saraya's the AEW Women's Champion. So, again, maybe they got their shit together. Maybe they will come out and help Ruby, and she will win the title. And they'll have an all-gold, women's gold in the Outcasts. Who knows? But, you know what? I love Chris Statlander. She is phenomenal. I'm a big fan of hers. She's an excellent wrestler. She, again, she has the look. She has the physiques. She is a championship material. And I can see Chris Statlander retain the title. So that's going to be my pick. Chris Statlander retain the TBS champion. Okay. The 8-man tag team match. Bullet Club Gold. Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn, Jay White, Juice Robinson versus FTR, which is Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, and the Young Bucks. This match right here got people scratching their head. So past Sunday at All In at Wembley Stadium, they had a hell of a tag team match. FTR versus the Young Bucks. And then After the match, when FTR defeated the Young Bucks, right? FTR extended their hands, asked for a handshake. The Young Bucks declined, and they walked away. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is it. Maybe they will refuse to do a match or whatever. Well, apparently backstage after the match, FTR went into the locker room of the Young Bucks. Hey, man, what the hell? Blah, blah, blah. How can you shake her hands? And then in comes Bullet Club Gold. Hey, let's have a multi-man tag team match at All Out. Bullet Club Gold versus the Young Bucks and FTR. And now the match is booked. And fans are wondering, why can't we just have a fatal four-way tag team style match? I think it makes sense, right? Put the titles online. You probably would have hell of a match, right? Easily could have a hell of a match if they had a fatal four-way tag team match. That would have been great. Put the titles on the line. But you're just going to have a random multi-man, 8-man tag team match. Whatever. I don't book the matches. I'm just a fan, right? So, who's going to win? That'd be a huge win for the Bullet Club Gold. Hands down, that would be a huge win for them. But, I'm a big fan of FTR, of course. So, the Young Bucks as well. So, hell, I don't know. Maybe they might work out something together. They might pull off a win. So, I will pick FTR and the Young Bucks to win this 8-man tag team match. Again, no real explanation. Again, this match got tossed together. I get they need a big marquee name match because everybody's either sick or suspended. Which you can do, right? As a fan. All right. So the tag team match here for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. Better Than You, baby. Adam Cole and MJF, the current champions, versus the Dark Order. Alex Reynolds and John Silver. Oh, spoiler. They're supposed to release that and Rampage this coming Friday. But there you go, folks. Adam Cole and MJF will put the Ring of Honor titles on the line against the Dark Order, Alex Reynolds, and John Silvers. All right, so could Adam Cole and MJF retain? Yeah, that's a pretty easy answer. I know there's some Dark Order fans out there who love Alex Reynolds and John Silver, but I don't see them as champions right now. I'm sorry. They're great. Don't get me wrong, they're great, but I just no. And MJF and Adam Cole, they might tease something, like they have been the past couple of weeks. Maybe MJF will ready to attack Adam Cole. Who knows? But they might tease something there. But who's going to win? Better Than You, baby. Adam Cole and MJF will retain the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. That's going to be my pick. All right, this is going to be a hell of a match. The Ring of Honor World Television Champion Samoa Joe, the current champion, versus Shane Taylor. Two big guys, two big slab of meats will beat the living hell out of each other. This could be a good match. Shane Taylor's a mean bastard. If you watch his matches, his career, he's a phenomenal wrestler. A big guy. Gotta take no shit, man. And same thing with Samoa Joe. You put 2 and 2 together, it's going to be a good match. Two big guys locking up. And I'm looking forward to this match. Will Samoa Joe drop the title to Shane Taylor? It could be. But, I could see Samoa Joe retain the title because he is the TV champion, right? So, who knows? Maybe he'll drop the title and walk out because he's been through a lot of bullshit the past couple days backstage. So maybe the poor man needs a vacation. Who knows? Maybe Shane Taylor will win, but in the meantime, I think Samoa Joe may retain. I could be wrong. Again, let me know what you think. Into the Squared Circle Podcast on Instagram, X, and Facebook, and drop it in the comment section right here on YouTube. All right, last match on the card. And it is a tag team match. Eddie Kingston and Katsuyori Shibata versus the Blackpool Combat Club. Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. Okay, so we know the little feud between Eddie Kingston and Claudio. And I love to see Shibata and Wheeler Yuta. they have a nice little Ring of Honor. And if you're watching me asking what the fuck was that, I'm talking about both guys have a lot of history in Ring of Honor the past couple months. So you put 2 and 2, you'll have a great tag team match. The question is, who will win? Again, no titles on the line, no number one contenders on the line. Just bragging rights, I guess. See who's the best damn tag team. Eddie Kingston wants to beat the living hell out of Claudio, and we know that. And I'm going to pick my boy, Eddie Kingston, and Shibata. Because I love him. That's all. No reasoning behind it. All right, I'm done. That's it. YouTube, you can see my picture here, my sheet. I will post this on my social media. Proof. This is stamp approval from GBs of Into the Squared Circle podcast. There's no erasing. I got on a red pen, so I can't erase and cheat. Again, I'm 9-2. I'm all-in predictions results. Let's see if I'm right on both WWE Payback and All Out this coming Sunday on pay-per-view for AEW. All right, that's it. I talk too much. I'm going to shut up. Happy wrestling, and I'll talk to you guys on the other side.